Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube video. In this video I unbox the Wacom Bamboo Tip. So let's get started. Now, as winter is coming, many people would prefer to wear gloves. Now, one of the problems with gloves is, of course, you'll find that it is a bit irritating to use touchscreens, or in some cases the touchscreen doesn't work at all. Mine ones have got these tips that are touch enabled. Now, if you haven't got any touch enabled, or if your touch enabled gloves work a bit dodgy like mine do, you can of course use a stupid phone it's got the button things and you can press them, but I don't think that's the route most people would like to go down to, so there we go. Now, of course, if you've got a smartphone that has got a touch screen, you'll find that it mostly works with your finger. So if, say, you haven't got any gloves on, it works, but if you have got some gloves on, while mine still work, sort of, it doesn't work well, but if you, yeah, that's my gloves. Or unless you have a Samsung Galaxy smartphone, you can turn up the sensitivity and then it works better. Or in this case, you've got, well, I've got a Samsung Galaxy Note 9, a Note series, and it's got the pen, and then you can use the pen, which, by the way, uses Wacom's EMR technology, EMR, electromagnetic resonance. Yes, I think that's what it is. And that works differently from your finger. But today we are going to unbox, let's put this in, the Wacom. Where did I put it? Hang on. Right, here. The Wacom Bamboo Tip, which works with, well, basically anything, because it just pretends to be your finger. I think that's called, what, capacitance thing? Yeah, so it's not the same as the EMR technology used by Samsung. By the way, that was also made by Wacom, and yes, it is pronounced Wacom, as in Wacom. Actually, I just looked it up right before I made this video, so I don't pronounce it wrongly. Wa stands for something in Japanese, which means harmony, and com means computer. So let's have a look at the box. At the front, it says, actually, let me just remove my gloves. At the front, it says Wacom Bamboo Tip. And then it says fine tip stylus here. Can you see? Yeah. For quickly noting ideas on your iPhone, iPad, and Android devices. I suppose you can use this if you're a bus driver and then you're driving a bus with a touchscreen ticket machine and you need to press the button. Yeah, unless it's got some sort of different type of touchscreen that works with any pokey things. I can't remember what it's called. That's stylet. I don't think you pronounce the T in French. Anyway, that says bamboo in a very nice and fun-looking font, and you can see how reflective it is. Can you? Maybe. No, you can't. No, hang on. That's just peeking on my camcorder. Anyway, on the back it says Bamboo Tip, which is what it is. A bit repetitive, but that's product packaging for you. Fine tip stylus for quick notes. Well, that's what it said at the front. Perfect solutions for your stylus, bamboo paper app, and the Inkspace cloud service For more tools, explore the Wacom marketplace. Now this is really only a substitute of your finger, so if you use this as a stylus, as a pen, it doesn't really do palm rejection. Actually, any pens specifically designed for that are probably better than this. I'm only using this as a finger substitute, because even if, say, when I put gloves on, even if it works on some devices, it fattens my finger. There you go, size comparison. And it's a bit irritating to control with a fat finger. This one gives you a fine tip, actually finer than many other finger substitutes you find on the market. So now let's open the box. Right. That's how you open it. There's a bit of tape. Should I tear it or should I cut it? Yeah, I'm going to tear it because we're trying to use as little tools as possible. Yep, that's that open. And now there's a tab here. You can pull it out, and it's now I realize that I've done it upside down. So pull that open, and that box can. I'll leave it here for, oh, did we not check out the side? Yeah, that's what the side looks like. And that's what the other side looks like. Right, let's put this box here. Close it. For display only. Now, in the box, we have this, which is the Wacom Bamboo Tip. And there it says open, so you can open this, and quick start guide. Before you get started with Bamboo Tip, you need to charge it. Yes, this does run on a battery. Now, you may or may not wonder, why do you have to charge this thing? Why does it run off a battery? Well, most conventional pens, well, finger substitutes, they do not run on battery, but I presume this one runs on battery because it's got a fine tip and it needs some sort of power to boost signal thing. That's in Deutsch. That's in, I think it's in Netherlands. That's in Francais. Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it says up here. Yeah, that was in Dutch. That's in Francais, and you've got, let's see what other languages. Italiano, Espanol, Portuguese, Nihongo. Korean, don't know what Korean is in Korean. 中文, no, that's in Taiwanese. Taiwanese Chinese and simplified Chinese, no, that's traditional Chinese. That's what TC stands for. And then simplified Chinese, and then you've got Ruski, Polish, and then at the end you've got these in, hang on, did I skip a page? No, I didn't. You've got these in different languages. That's the back. So now we're only interested in English because this is an English channel, not a Deutsche canal. Learn about the features. Actually, there aren't many things exciting. There's a button there on the, I'll show you later, and that can do whatever this says it does. So now that can go away. Actually, I quite like this, so I'm going to put this on display here. Now we've got another bamboo tip that doesn't look as colorful or anything. I think that's just safety information in many different languages. I think it may also be region dependent. Yeah, that's just safety information. that doesn't look as nice, so that doesn't need to be on display. Actually, I just put it on display, but under the main display bit. So now we can open this. That's a charging cable, micro USB. Some people may or may not complain that it lacks USB-C. To be honest, it doesn't really matter because of reasons. How do I get this thing out? I do this. Hang on. Yep, tip that. Now that is, focus, come on camcorder, yeah, that is the bamboo tip. So now this box can go away. Actually, wouldn't it be better if I raise these appetizing quick start tip a bit? There we go. That looks brilliant. And on top it says bamboo. Come on, focus. There you go. And of course you can clip this on your, well, anything. I can clip it on my tie, as I shall demonstrate here. And then now it's always available. Of course I'll have it higher than normally, but yeah. And then there's a button there. No idea what that does. It probably says in there. And then the tip is quite fine. Size comparison. And or even a better size comparison. Hang on. Or even that size comparison. Now that is going to be much more focus. Come on. That is going to be much more precise than that, which is why this is good. So now let me charge it using, right, what charging cable should I use? Oh yes, I shall use this pink micro USB cable from IKEA. By the way, this video is definitely not sponsored by IKEA or by Wacom or anything. Now the way you charge it is that you go up here and then you open this flappy rubbery thing, and then it exposes the magnificence of micro USB cable. Now I'm actually not a big fan of the IKEA cable, because what I found is that come on, there we go. What I found is that these bits that holds the cable in place, they become loose, or it gets pressed inside quite easily. So now I plug this in and then plug this other end in a micro USB socket there. Now whilst it's charging, I'm gonna skip the charging bit probably, or I'm just not gonna wait for it to charge because I don't really like skipping. Because the point of an unboxing video is that you get all the bits of excitement of unboxing rather than just skipping bits of. And of course the point of watching me unboxing is to also listen to me saying useless things. Completely non-related things. Learn about the features of your stylus. If your lines are jagged or skipped, flip the switch on the end of the stylus to the other position to fix it. So basically that, if you flip it down, it makes it a bit more, what's the word? It basically sends more stuff to the tip, so it's better if your screen is not that sensitive. Don't know the technical term. The stylus turns off if you do not use it for several minutes. Turn on your stylus by pressing the button again. Which one? Oh yeah, that's the only button, and that's called a switch. Connect your stylus to your computer or USB charger with the included USB cable. When the light turns off, the battery is charged. Oh, here. if the light is amber and blinking, the battery is low. So that's low battery, that's charging, that's turn on, that's turn off. So that blinks twice. Right, these they tell you to register, don't need that. So to be honest, there's really not much about this. It's just a pen. Right. It's irritating to use a pen with a cable attached to it, so I'm gonna Did it? Hang on. Did it say low battery? Okay, whatever. Let's try this out on my Nokia 8.1. Works perfectly fine. It's really just a substitute of your finger. Right, doesn't look well. So I'm going to turn that on. Doesn't work. Oh, I think it's because it's having low battery. Yeah, I need to top that up a bit. Now, meanwhile, whilst we're waiting... Hang on, that's the wrong way in. Whilst we're waiting, actually, whilst I'm waiting, yeah, as soon as I put the battery, put the plug in, it starts getting battery. So you really do need open. Right, so I need to flick that down. So now it works better. Oh well. Come on. I think this is on. Yep, there we go. Better. That works. Right. I think it's just my phone being a bit weird because it's a bit, you know, Nokia-y. But my fingertip works perfectly fine. I think it has something to do with... I mean, I just tried my other phone. It works well. There you go. There you go. That's brilliant. It just doesn't want to work on this. Just like my gloves, except this time the tip is much finer there. Yeah. Now that works fine. So on this phone, if you touch it straight down, doesn't want to work. But if you tilt it and touch it, it works. Which is weird. I suppose it's because if you tilt it, it's closer to the screen, this bit. So, yeah, but it sort of does require power to work, doesn't it? I mean, it doesn't flash, so it's not low battery. So I've got plenty of battery, even though it tells me to, you know, if I turn the sensitivity down, well, not sensitivity, but the thing, and then I've got here. This is brilliant. Right, let's try using it with gloves on. Now, I immediately found that the grip isn't that good with gloves, but I don't think any pen has good grips on with gloves. So if I want to search, say, I can turn it to handwriting, and then now I can handwrite. What should I search? Wacom Bamboo Tip, which is what this is. That is brilliant. Yep, that's what I've got there. Now, of course, if you're wearing gloves, you can't use your fingerprint, so you would have to sacrifice letting other people see your password / pattern to when you unlock your device. So, right, phones away, don't need them. So that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Good night.